Now they're here. Okay, I can't move. It's about to start. Oh, we're under attack! Martial law has been declared. All non-combatants of the commoners will also do evacuate immediately. We're actually gonna see. Oh no! Matters not where you run. That must be the leader. Let's do it then. Oh boy. We're in a panic! Can we summon trust? No, you cannot call forth alter egos here. Whoa! Someone's running. Not be the sprinter drink, huh? How do we get out of here? Oh. I remembered it before. Yeah, your goal is to go try to get to the center. Yeah. The only problem is we have to go around the area. Yeah, in here. This way. This way. Oh. Oh yeah, of course. There we go. This is how you get here. And then... let me get on this. Let's go! Huh. Just wait for it. Wait for it! You're nothing! You start wiping them all out. Where's the leader? Is that him? No, that's not him. God, that's so broken. I think it's Maj. I think this is him. He's got 2 heads. That's all I know. I'd be surprised if he's dead already. Delete one after another. All we can do. There we go. We got good players now. Oh, apparently after this, we might not need to... Is that him? I don't know anymore. Wait, no, don't! Oh, he's dead. I think we're done. There's nothing here. Again, they did bust through, so... And they're slowly trying to get through. Run. Yep, that's it. We did it. We won. Wow. And that's an entire... That's how you do Besieged. Excellent work, fellow combatants. Bask in the victory of the Imperial Army. Yay! Well, now the question becomes, how much did I get this time? Because I got 15k again. Yeah. I now have 11k. Which is a lot. Yeah. So I think it's giving me 5k each time, so... Where am I? Get back though. Recycle? What is the recycle bin? Ah. Well, I guess we should probably wait a bit. Just waiting. I mean, it's a nice, relaxing moment. I mean, then again, I could be doing other things. Hang on. Let me see what I can do. What have we got in our items today? Oops. I wonder if we can... Guess it would be best to get my health back, because I'm kinda messed up with it, huh? I'm looking at something right now while waiting. Boom. Mm-hmm. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. It's almost time. Alright, there we go. Comes the best part of the game, guys. We get to go in here and then wait another day after this cuts. Isn't this game fun? A sweet deal always has a sting. How could I, of all people, have forgotten that? It was money-grubbing ambassador. Speaking of money. Abclaw? Yes, madam, she's finally remembered I exist. Did you receive payment from that arrogant ambassador from Bodum Services? No, I didn't. Oh no, maybe being forgotten myself here. Unbelievable. How could I have been so sucked in to collect the fee? If I don't do something about this, I'll never live it down. Right. Bono! Hi. That Taru, who was so impressed with your skills, has yet to pay a single gil, and so you're gonna trot over to her and pick up that reward. And to appropriate that money, I'll let you keep every single coin. Just one thing. Fail, it'll be death for our professional image. I don't care how rough you get, but don't come back without that cash. You know what to do. Yes, madam. According to Gesco, the ambassador has finished her business. Visor is preparing to return to our homeland. Okay. Which means you better hurry, Bodum. Oh! Today's open embassment, the punter should be marked with pumpkin circumstance, and yet not a single person had bothered to make an appearance. That is not true, Lady Karababa. My sensors detect many spectators hiding in the shadows. What a charming send-off indeed. Well, I'm not going to plead. Your magical tantrum at the banquet last night may have scared off well-wishers. They refused to allow me to see the Empress. You can't blame a girl for releasing a little stress. What kind of person is the Empress? I have had no contact with her yet. It doesn't matter. We were able to meet that other girl and hear her chatter. Oh, the one with the malfunctioning friends. If they were unable to penetrate my disguise, their automation technology had hit lows rather than highs. You are unforgiving, Lady Baba. Your shield has returned to your side. Isn't that exciting? This nation is on the brink of evolving and changing. No matter if they wish it or not, that girl in Bodum will eventually upset the pot. Oh yes, you must be feeling ignored. I have completely forgotten to give you your reward. King, give Bodum his due. We mustn't neglect to say thank you. 5 Imperial gold pieces. Yay! You must understand, your reward is not for guiding me about this foreign land. These are campaign funds to continue the tasks you've been set. I trust you're not the type to suddenly forget. I'm sure you remember your duty, or have you not been swayed by some Near Eastern beauty? The main goal of my trip to this distant shore was to send Aunt Una's included politics into uproar, and to gather the reins of control to some extent. Thanks to you, I've succeeded 100%. Ancient technology and mechanical puppets, and an all-lawful organic weapon entrepreneur. I must say it has been quite the tour, but any country has its share of underhanded dealings. I'm hardly overcome with fear and anxious feelings. Yes, that chimera soon fell to your mighty spells. Did you not notice in the background before he swung his staff, there was someone flying there? And this is why I realized the astrocandescence is the threat that is nigh. How fortunate you weren't able to attain it last night. Pesky serpent generals. It's probably for the best. Who knows what effect the Astromen might have on the Star Tree and all the rest. Bonum. Continue to build your relationship in the Empire so that you might dig deeper for the information we require. And try to meet again with the puppeteer and her toys. You might find you'll hear more than just banter and noise. Those junk puppets have ties to the palace. Speak to Ronald when you need to contact me. He's easy to find, thanks to his sheer stupidity. There, see? That mercenary is a spy, huh? He's craftier than he looks. Things are getting mighty interesting. Dark Rider. It seems I am not alone. I got my 5 gold pieces, it seems. What are we at? Oh yeah. Now I have to zone out and do something for the next, what? Half an hour. And then, I mean, to be honest, could just go make food right now. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll zone and then go make food. It's that time anyway. Alright. So we zoned. So yeah. So, gotta talk to friends and then again. This story's not boring. It's just when I have to deal with nausea, it's just like, please. Mm-mm. What time is it? It's probably like 1:40. Oh, almost 2 a.m. What in the world's happening to time itself? Oh my goodness. goodness. Well, if it isn't Bodum, keeping your nose to the grindstone? I never liked the word grind. You betcha. Glad to hear it. Maybe you do have what it takes to be a Salahim's Sentinel's employee after all. But enough of that. You want to hear something strange? Recently I've been floating on a cloud of calm. And I'm sure you're aching to know why. You see, the company's earnings have finally begun to live up to my expectations. And it's about time. There's days and nights of painfully building up a reputation for my budding enterprise have finally paid off, and I can sense that the universe is rewarding me for my effort. Things are going to be okay from now on. Are you sure? I'm certain of it. Are you sure? I'm even starting to think about showing some gratitude towards my faithful employees. Yeah, no. Bodum. Over here. Hey, it's you. Ever since the Wandarian ambassador left, President Naja has been completely focused. Nothing but work, work, and more work. Her head has been filled with nothing but the sound of clinking coins. Her dedication to the running of this business has been even more pathological than usual. So now seeing President Naja in this tranquil state is unsettling, to say the least. She barely registers the existence of anyone around her when she gets like this. Oh, was there something you wish to discuss with the President? For I, Abrica, am here to answer all your queries and doubts. I feel I owe you a favor, after all. Now what turn on your eye? Answer. I'm Pomo? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear, oh dear. President Naja. Naja. What? How many times do I tell you not to yell in my ear like that? I've neglected to bring an important matter to your attention. My most humble apologies. Well, what do we have here? A gilded with the seal of a two-headed serpent. Signed in the hand of the Grand Vizier. Addressed to Bodum. You've been singled out by the palace again. You mind if I take a quick look at this? Oh. Did you show up today because you had a feeling this would be arriving? I had no idea. Well, you could have fooled me. This here letter is a personal summons from the Grand Vizier Razafon himself. We've come up in the world now, haven't we, Mr. Private Second Class? On the looks of it, His Excellency requires your presence pronto. You know what you gotta do. Then why are you still here? Are you trying to bring the wrath of the entire palace down upon us? Are you trying to cut into our new profit margin? Are you? I've worked too hard to have this company's reputation ruined by the likes of you. Now, scat! What are you talking about? Here we go. So, yeah, so now... Seal of the Serpent. I gotta take my weapon off. As before. Da, 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 da. You want to know what's behind the gate? The gate leads to the Imperial Ward. You may only enter by the grace of her magnificent Emperor. What's this? You say the Grand Visor sent for you? Not so fast. I have to check this with my superior. Very well. You are free to pass through the gate. The Imperial Ward lies on the other side of this wall. Watch your tongue in there, mercenary. Bell sword. Bell sword. You can tell they don't like mercenaries. we meet again, mercenary. Bonum, was it? Wasn't it? We are once again in need of your impressive talents. According to the road reports we've received from the Salahim's sentinels, it appears that Bonum is entrusted with duties not only within the boundaries of the Empire, but across every region of the Ardajira continent. Do you agree with this evaluation? Yeah, the report is accurate. Be it that as it may, we have seen not the slightest response from the astral compass you carry on your person. Gastad of the Augural Research Institute was most disappointed by the lack of astral condensate readings. However, we have no intention of abandoning our search for the condenses. The Empire and the Empress must know peace once more. Our citizens have suffered enough. As a mercenary on the front line of battle, you, as much as anyone, shall understand the importance of our mission. Raban, the details of the mission, if you will, sir. I trust you remember the court puppet master? Lady Umbru has disappeared from the palace grounds. This was some days ago. From your expression, I assume this is the first time you've heard of the matter? Considering your recent involvement in events, we thought that perhaps you might. It appears we shall have to widen our search area. I leave this matter in your capable hands. The Serpent Generals require my presence, sir. As you probably guessed, the Grand Visor wishes you to track down the whereabouts of Lady Emperor. And boom. We believe she set out to search the winding tunnels of Idima for her lost automation, Objang. Minjang, her other automation, is missing along with his mistress. We have already set Rishfi of the Immortals to recover our wayward puppet master, but I am dubious of his potential for success. If she learns that an immortal is on our trail, she is likely to go into hiding. Bowden, I give you these orders in the name of the Grand Visor. You are to return to the Aidiwa subterrane and assist Rishfi in his efforts to locate Lady Emperor. I will communicate the details of the mission to your company. Do not fail us. Alright, so we gotta go. It's happy fun time again. Mama. Misplaced nobility. Put our weapon back on. Oh, the survival guide. Did I get the survival guide? No. Papa? No. Mama, no? There it is. Subterranean. Up and away! Alright, where are we going? Oh, we're going back to that same place. Alright. Where is... We're pretty much going back to the route, yeah. Where we were before. Almost there. Hang in there, Bodum. We're fine. We're fine. We are fine. Okay, we're fine. Wait it. Cracked treasure caskets, huh? Come on. Whoa, I got a merit point. How many do I need? Oh, I need 10,000, okay. Oh, I have 8 of them. I did start. I was at 0. Yeah, I kind of want to wait until I get plenty of them. Oh. Oh ho ho, immortals have big clink clink. We be lucky today. We be so lucky to listen to Wawa Rune. Gogaroon lucky. Gogaroon. Love sound of clink clink. Number 9, Vavaroon. What of Vavaroon? You check immortal not trying to fool us, yes? Job for Vavaroon. Vavaroon check. This immortal not fooling. Okay. Member 7. What? Search for immortal for Clink Clink. Oh, well, okay. We be rolling in Clink Clink. You think they would really have something on them? Have nothing. Possible. Look again. Be having nothing. Feeling blue. Hahaha, someone's coming. Leave the immortal. We be getting out of here. We be lucky next time. Meeting with Wabaroon later. Right. Who's there? Oh, it's you. I wonder how long I was out. I didn't hear or sense anything until someone was right behind me. I must be getting careless. Who would be bold enough to assault an immortal? But I wasted too much time already. I have to find... Hey, what are you doing here anyway? You were sent by the Grand Visor? You're too late. It seems I arrived here after Ambaru had already left. You can still see human automation preferences all over the place. I'm certain she was here, but I don't think she found any sign of Alvajang. How do I know that? I had just found her dragging footprints heading out of the tunnel as if she had given up, and then everything went black. All is not lost, however. I think I know where she went. Walla Temple. I'm almost certain she would return there. Let's get moving. Whoa, my head is still spinning. Bodum, you must return to Al Zabai and make sure she's okay. I have to see her before the other immortals figure out where she is. No time to lose. I have to see her before the other immortals? Now why do you need to see her before them? What's going on? What did you people do? So, ba, 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 wow. Wait. Yeah, the temple. We want to go to the temple. From this point on, I think it's... I mean, maybe not. Maybe the next one is a battle. Oh, for sure. Welcome to Walla Temple. How may I aid you in your quest for knowledge? Hello, another soul thirsty for answers? This is turning out to be quite the day for visitors. Why does it look like greetings? Bodum, this is a coincidence. Lord Nadi, please excuse me while I compare notes with my esteemed colleague. How do you fare? Nothing terrible has befallen you? No, you need not elaborate. I'm sure you are here to give your weary spirit a moment away from the madness of our occupation. Or perhaps it is some duty that brings you to the temple. What, pray tell, lures you within the halls of serenity? Just speak with someone. One of the philosophers? The court puppet master. What dire circumstance would involve a mercenary in the pulling of strings and the dancing of automations? The court puppet master. There is something we should know. Now they set mercenary hirelings on our trail. It appears the Grand Visor is tired of this game of cat and mouse. It was only a matter of time. I suppose I shall have to come clean, as they say. And since you have some rudimentary understanding of Warla's teachings, I will trust to your judgment. I have given the court puppet master shelter within the temple. You have given shelter to an imperial fugitive? That is correct. You have broken imperial law. I cannot dispute this fact. Why would you do this thing? Initiation is in order. You see, Emperor was born a child of high standing, a resident of the palace, a member of the royal family. However, her mother passed away when she was still but 6 years of age, and the responsibility of our upbringing came to rest with Wallaha Temple. What an unfortunate story. That there must be more to the tale. None of within the palace were willing to care for. Yes, the details are not mine to divulge, however. Her childhood was spent within these walls, surrounded by monks and philosophers. How does such a child find the path of a puppet master? I was not aware of it at the time. Leonardo Aparu secretly learned the art from the street performers who practice on the way of the devout. Would not an expensive item such as an automaton have been difficult for a young girl to acquire? You're familiar with automatons? Oh, I keep calling them automatons. They're automations. They're called automatons. I'm so confused with words. I must admit to some that I shall speak more on the subject. Lady Emperor arrived at the temple carrying two of the mechanical puppets. One she received from her mother, and the other from her older brother. Now I remember. At first the puppets were completely incapable of speech and merely trotted around behind their little mistress. Before long, however, there was barely a moment when they weren't voicing their opinions on everything in sight. This change was accompanied by a return of natural playfulness. It was accompanied by a return. I know only too well the loneliness and uncertainty that come with being thrust into an unfamiliar environment at a young age. Indeed, however, there came a day when Emma's simple life was radically changed. Yes, it was that day. We have come on orders from the Grand Visor. Regret to inform you that on the evening of the previous day, the Emperor's immortal soul passed out of the realm of Ungam. I had not seen Lady Emperor since that day. There are so many memories that flood back when I hear her name. She's currently within the hall binding. You may speak with her if you wish. The halls adjoin our temple and can be reached through the door behind us. I shall remain here. There are some matters I wish to discuss with Lord Nadi. It's watching us. Yeah, the Candescence is watching us, I think. It's more than that. The Astral Plinth. We kept seeing this every time we did an assault after the end of it. It looks exactly as I remember. I was studying day in and day out. The letters from my brother had stopped coming. It was more than I could bear. So I snuck into the hall binding. Yes, with you and Avjang. Just watching the Candescence spinning around and around somehow made me feel better. It's like being wrapped in a warm blanket of peace and calm. That was the first time you talked to me. Wait, what? That means it's... I guess it must have fused itself with that? It was. Amazing. You really are hopeless. That was when I realized I wasn't really alone. You and Avjang were always by my side, and although I couldn't see them, my father and brother were here in the city. And my mother, I'm sure she's She is watching over you, I am certain. Yes. I decided then and there that I would become a puppet master like my mother. You slipped out of the temple every night and practiced with those performers. And then Objang began to speak as well. Objang really was the talkative one. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. But she was so talkative, I couldn't. Yes, she was, but she was so talkative that I couldn't hear your voice anymore. Well, that was then. You know, Minjing, I have no idea what the astral incandescence is meant to be used for. But if the other incandescents are found and the Colossus is completed, just like the Grand Visor says, there will come a day when everyone can be happy again, I'm sure of it. I mean, just looking at this orb was enough to turn my life around. Turn out for the best. Think, Minjing? So that's the astral incandescence. Then what's the orb? What's the cube thing out there? Really? Bodum, what are you doing here? By the order of the Grand Visor? You can't be serious. The astral compass is what is seeing them. I just realized this. It was never the Candaces seeing us. I just realized we still hold the compass. The astral compass is more like a spy camera aimed right at us. You're here to take me back? No, I won't go. There's still things I have to do. Go back to the Talus and tell him that. You still take orders from us? Yeah. Now that's our mercenary talking. You may leave us now. Lord Nadi. The Immortal's Rishvi is here to see you. The Grand Visor is on to us. No. Because he said he needed to see her before the other Immortals made it. I'm glad you are. Now it's time for you and Minion to accompany me back to the palace. The earlier you return, the less angry when he learns you haven't made a report. No, I thought to first offer the option to Lady Amun. A commendable attitude, then I shall be pleased to inform you. The Lady Amru will not be returning to the palace. But my lady, there are tasks left undone. Bro, you still hope to find Objang? If you knew that, why do you try to stop us? Your face is pale. It is nothing. You should return to the Imperial Ward and visit the infirmary. You're very kind, my lady, however. You'll just slow us down. And where exactly do you intend to carry this search of yours? I'm not going to tell you. You won't? Please, my lady. It's not safe out there. The Immortals will do everything in their power to return Objang to your side. I don't believe you. You think I don't know? The Immortals are so busy watching the Beastmen and searching for the Ashu to live. There isn't a single soldier to spare for poor Objang. I only thought too. If I may. Who is that? I am Gesso, a colleague of Odin's and the employee of Salahim's Sentinels. Another mercenary? I may have some welcome news. Just recently, I was in the vicinity of Mount Semium on mercenary business. At the foot of the volcano, I happened to see a red-colored puppet. And then, this automation was trotting along the path all alone, but being busy with my mission, I was unable to follow. It must... The trolls of that region have stolen many automations from the Empire. That is true. Ah, yes, I have forgotten. You weren't done? There appeared to be something like moss or stuck to the puppet's clothes. Moss. Moss from the Aidemar subterranean? I represent the facts. How you interpret them is not for me to say. Only automatons taking the Halvung are thoroughly modified by Moblin craftsmen to follow the orders of the trolls. After this process, they are barely recognizable. I would not waste any time if, as you suspect, this automation was your companion. It is time I took my leave of you. Guess so. To what forsaken wilderness do your travels take you this time? My duties dictate a visit to the settlement of Mamuk, a dangerous region. Do take care of yourself. Your concern is appreciated. Until next we meet. So we go to Mount Zemanin, if I may. Reshby, do you place so little faith in the court, Puppet Master? Time is running out. I've just received confirmation. This Gastro character has no official orders that involve a visit to the capital of Mamoja. He was lying, and that unmistakable presence. I felt the exact same order just before I lost consciousness. Ah, Dubois, what are you trying to say? That story of his was not more than a ruse. In fact, it's more likely that we'll find Objang in the same place to which he now travels, Mamuk. Mamuk is our destination. Why don't you escort me as well, Rishvi? So intent on running headlong into danger, I suppose I have no choice. What do you mean as well? Isn't it obvious? I wouldn't brave the depths of Mamuk without my faithful bodyguard Bonum, even if he is under the command of the Grand Vizier. May the wisdom of Wallenhof safely guide your steps. Like I said, what? Alright. So. Wow, they were pretty quick to realize that Gasco is not what he seems and saying things.